Hello folks, thanks for joining tonight. Matt Humby from Humby's Hive. We're going to be scrolling again tonight. I got my camera girl Lucy, and we are going to be working on a cool design I found. This is flowers. I'm stack cutting them tonight with some Baltic birch, and this is the same wood that I used last week on a different design. Someone said it probably chairwood. I'm not quite sure. We're going to just cut it up and see what happens. The goal is to cut those pieces out, and we're going to use the Marathon rotary tool to round over the edges and make it very similar to this pattern that I cut a while back. So that's what the goal is today, and so we're going to get started, all right? Sorry if it's a little loud in here. I don't know where you are, but it is extremely hot in our area. So I've got 3 fans going on in my little shop, and it's a little bit bearable, but I will do my best to speak up loud. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll get started.
Rosa says hi.
Hello. All right. Is that a good spot for that now?
Yes.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, I forgot my glasses. You need to see. Set these aside. And we're going to use at the end, we're going to use this, everything that's going to be cut out of the center, and we're going to use this as a template. So I'm just going to go around and continue cutting. You getting dust on you?
Just a little. Thank you.
You're welcome. poker. I think that was strong enough. Use this.
Kelly says, wow, incredible.
Was that?
Kelly says, wow, incredible.
Thanks, Kelly. We are doing our best. How many people are watching?
20.
Nice. It'll be like a puzzle when we put it all back together.
Yeah. We're making music.
Making the music.
Lizzie says hi.
How's it going? Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Staying cool. We're sweating. That's for sure. Cut that out soon. No, I'm back.
Why? What's the issue?
See how it's moving around?
Yeah.
If I don't leave enough meat for it to stay in put, it'll come out.
Ooh.
It's not a big deal, we can cut it, but these ones I'll do sooner than this one. Gotta live and learn.
Kent is wondering why no drilled feeder holes. Why are you cutting through?
I'm cutting through because I am going to use these parts, these pieces segmented, and I'm going to glue them very similar to this. So I'm not going to use the majority of the piece. I'm just going to use the pieces that are cut out. But I will use this piece that we're cutting from as the template to be able to glue these and all these pieces in the right spot. Hopefully that makes sense. but I did drill my first hole to get started, just so I wouldn't cut in from the outside. It helps support the piece so it doesn't fall apart on you.
Kent says awesome, and Lizzie says that will look fabulous.
Yeah, I think this is going to look really cool. We did 2 different color woods, give it a little bit of contrast, and we put it all together. You can do that with stain also, but I like using the natural woods and then just adding some mineral oil finish. That's one of our favorites, just to get that wood to shine and bring out the grain.
Leonard also says hi.
How's it going, Leonard? That's the first flower. It all came out pretty easy. And like I said, we got 2 different woods here. We'll peel off the top layer so we can see.
I was trapped.
So I'm going to again round these over with the rotary tool. The rotary tool you can get at Bear Woods also. It's super awesome. There's so many different bits you can use with it, and we'll round those over just to give it a little softer feel to it. Work my way down. Let's start here. Watch just told me to breathe. I'm not sure if I was holding my breath or if it's just notifying me.
Leonard is wondering what type and size blades you're using.
So I am using, let me cut this real quick. So I am using the number 3 modified geometry blades from Bear Woods. That's what I'm using today. And these are really good. The modified geometry are definitely my favorite. I don't know if the camera can see, but the blade direction runs all pointing down until you get to this bottom section right here. Probably can't see it, right?
It's in front of the light, so it's a little weird.
Let's see if I hold something. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
Until you get to this bottom section right here, then they point up. So it cuts on the downstroke and on the upstroke, which clears a lot of the sawdust out. It also makes a little bit less sanding, really. All these inner spots, if you can look in there, Lou, it's really kind of smooth, you know. So you really saves yourself a lot of time. And you can get those from Bear Woods, and in the description I added my personal code. If you use that, you can get 5% off on blades, and there's some other products you can get 5% off on too. So I'm not trying to sell myself, but I'm just it's available for others to use. So feel free. Trust me, for the price of things, you know, the blades aren't cheap, so definitely I use the code, so feel free to use it. And if you didn't read the description, it's just my last name, Humby. Again, that'll get you 5% off on some products from Bear Woods. Hope that didn't sound too much like a commercial. Let's go with this one first.
Sorry.
How many people we got watching now?
18.
All right. Keeping the interest.
Leonard says it looks great.
Thanks, Leonard. one was a little less bouncy.
Less bouncy?
Yeah. So I cut away this part first and then went to where there's more attached to the bigger piece of wood. So this is, when I was getting close over here, all that's hanging on is these pieces right here. So.
Oh, yeah. Carol says that looks, that is so awesome.
Great, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're trying to make some cool things that people are gonna want to come and watch every week. If anybody's got any ideas or suggestions, put them down in the comments, and definitely look for some neat patterns that we can hopefully get cut within an hour. That's our goal. How long have you been doing this one?
About half an hour?
Okay. Yeah, so we're on a good track.
Yeah.
Something that we can start and finish, something that'll keep people interested, and so we'll be able to start and finish something to show our progress.
So Carol's asking if you're going to put colored resin inside.
No, this one we're not going to do colored resin in, but in case anyone missed the last scrolling we did, this was the pattern that we cut out. We have not yet filled this, but this is the next one that we're going to be filling soon. So this one will be put together in more of a 3D kind of effect. We're going to be gluing all these pieces on after we round them off. It's dusty. I got you. I blew right in your face, huh? Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Gotta wear safety glasses even if you're not cutting.
Leonard's asking who the camera person is.
The camera person is my eldest wonderful daughter. She just had a birthday. She's 14, which makes me feel very old now.
Thank you, Leonard. He said happy birthday.
Oh, that's very nice. I'll tell you, it's been much easier, Lou, with you helping than trying to set it up on tripod. And so I thank you, my dear.
You're welcome. Leonard's wondering if you're taping and editing to repost.
Say that again?
If you're taping and editing to repost.
This is going to be. You can always rewatch these through the Bearwood Bearwood Facebook page. We don't really edit them. unless we're making short little videos to put on Instagram or something like that.
Whoa.
But feel free to go back and watch some other ones that we've done. We've done some resin fills. We've done some other scroll sawing. We did, I believe, some using the Marathon rotary tool. Yeah, go check them out. There's a lot of other people that are doing carving and using the wood burner. Those people are doing great stuff. I just got the wood burner, so I'm excited to learn and mess around with it. Definitely not to their caliber yet, but I keep practicing. So yeah, so it's fun. Go check those videos out.
Carol says that is excellent to know, and she will go take a look.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, a lot of talented people Bearwoods is working with and is showing off their talent, for sure. So definitely learned a lot by watching those others too.
And Leonard also will, and he didn't know that you could do that on their page.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a whole videos section. Just go under there and you can go through and see the different ones that have been made.
Oh, there it goes.
Like that one. It's coming through the bottom. Some really talented carvers too. So. The only thing I've gotten good at carving is spoons.
Can I show some of your spoons over there?
Sure.
Is this one right? I like this one.
Yeah, that's one of them. Not too much detail, but hey, for a beginner, it's not too bad, right?
Nope.
Gotta start somewhere.
Harry said, "What is your piece?"
Harry,
And
I think this is a piece of cherry. Someone said last time. I think it was somebody that was watching. Larry might have said he thought it was cherry, and then a piece of 1/4-inch Baltic birch. Give a little contrast.
He's also wondering how long the blade will last.
Typically the blades last, a couple projects depending on how many cuts there are and if I don't break them or not. That's I've been notorious for doing that, but yeah, they stay sharp a very decent amount of time, but it never hurts to have an abundance of them, so that's what I try to have on hand. Especially those number two. Those are very thin, super easy to break if you're not careful. But I just love the way that they cut, so I like to use them so much.
You're gonna do the leaf or the flower first?
I think we're gonna go. Let's go to the leaf first. So I drilled the hole there. I wasn't sure if I was gonna take it out, come back down here, but it just worked out.
Yeah. You have to cut out that little black line.
What's that?
Do you have to cut out that little black line?
Yeah, because that's going to be part of the leaf, same as this one.
Oh.
Just gives it another dimension. So.
When you shape it, do you put veins in the leaves?
I have not. I don't know if I've even thought about that, but I've seen a lot of other people do that.
Would you do that with like a wood burner?
You could. You could probably do it with a wood burner. You can also do it with the rotary tool. There's very thin attachments. Ooh, that one popped out. You see where it went?
Yep.
Good. As long as I don't step on it. Resume.
Christopher's wondering why the 1/4 of an inch birch.
Pardon me? Why the 1/4 inch birch?
Yes.
It was just something that was different contrast to the other wood. I use Baltic birch quite a bit. It's not that expensive. It's easy to cut. 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, even the 1/2 inch. I can get sheets of it and cut them down and kind of keep it on hand. So.
Jesse's wondering if this is your first scroll saw or have you had other ones before?
No, this is my 3rd scroll saw. This is by far my favorite. Before this, I had a 16-inch Delta, and I had that for a very long time, and it served me well until I was fortunate enough to purchase this one. And it's night and day. Instead of a round 16-inch plate and using tools to tighten and loosen the blades, the air hose was terrible, but that was a great saw to learn on and to use for many years. I gave it to a friend, and I almost, there's times when I almost wanted to ask him for it back. It's nice to have a second saw around. You know, this one's very reliable, but you never know. Never know what can happen, and look at that.
Leonard says he has a couple YouTube videos making a tree of life where I used my Dremel to shape the line and line the bark, lined handcrafted wood signs.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe you can post the link in the comments there, Leonard. Other people can check it out. Always want to support other people. Learn so much from others. Those tree of life patterns I think there's a lot of cuts in those. So to do those, it's a lot of delicate work, I think. same image I'm thinking of.
He says thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, so cut close on both edges, so it's almost in 2 pieces now.
Woo!
Straight in?
Yeah.
We're going to separate these two. All right, on to the last flower.
Jesse says he has a scroll saw hanger about 30 years, and I would like to get one like yours one day.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's a night and day from what I used to have. And I'm sure what you're using now to this one. The table's so much bigger. Even changing the blades with this Pegasus chuck head, it's just completely different. I had to use a tool, an Allen wrench, and yeah, it's just even the ability to hook a shop vac up to here. In the last live we did, we talked about the shop vac that I have hooked up. I don't have it on now because it would be very loud, especially with the fans and trying to record and stuff, but it definitely keeps the table and the dust down to a minimum. But yeah, this saw is definitely an investment, and I suggest to anyone who loves to scroll saw, just does it as a hobby, as a career, definitely upgrade to this. You can get the foot pedal for it. That's a feature that I've enjoyed. Just not having to worry about the saw running. Everything's on the foot pedal. So yeah, definitely.
And I'm pretty sure Leonard's talking about his Tree of Life thing. He said the large one is 2 feet by 3 feet.
Oh, it's definitely pretty big. And that yardstick is 3 feet, so.
Is that fly tape?
Pardon me?
Is that fly tape?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't touch it, you'll get stuck.
Is it that sticky?
Oh, yeah. Super sticky.
I want to touch it now. Millie says, hey.
Hey, Larry.
Millie.
Oh, Millie, I'm sorry. I thought you said Larry.
Sorry, that's my
I
bad.
apologize, Millie. How's it going?
That's my bad.
Appreciate you watching.
Leonard's wondering when you're going to do the glue up, and are you going to do it live?
I have not even thought that far, but yeah, I think we can make that a live glue up. I'd have to. One thing I would maybe take suggestions on is a nice backer. Found this piece of pallet wood. It's got some live edges on it. But that's what I used for this one. These two that we're making now, I'm going to alternate some pieces, like I said, to give it some contrast. And then I'm going to make some, like a nice backer for it. Maybe a frame around it, something to hang up, maybe on the wall. Yeah. Any suggestions? Leave them in the comments. One thing I've never done before is herringbone. I've seen that. That's kind of cool. I could give that a try sometime.
And Millie said, "I'm all right. How are you?"
Doing great, Millie. We're just trying to keep cool in this warm little shop here.
The rain's... Oh, it's beautiful out now.
Is it?
The rain stopped.
Maybe the rain made it cool off.
Millie said, "I'm new to wood carving, so it's good to get ideas and tips."
Yeah, absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier, go to Bear Woods, check out other videos that we've posted. There's a lot of others that have posted videos also. They're good reference, they're good information. I highly suggest checking them out. They're right on their page.
And also, Larry said, "We have a local portable mill guy near me, so I usually get his last few pieces cheap."
Oh, that's awesome. When you can make a connection like that at a local mill, that's definitely great.
Mm-hmm. And Perry said either walnut or mahogany would make a nice contrast background.
Yeah, that's great. Let's see what we got over here in our wood pile.
Okay. Whoops, sorry. Perry also said, or if you like the exotic woods, Purple Heart would look fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one we used for the combs?
Combs we cut with the Purple Heart, yeah. We got some small pieces of that. Don't have any large pieces of
Is that more expensive because it's purple?
It's like an exotic wood, so it's not like your normal oak and maple that you can get at like Home Depot. So
and pine.
Yeah, no, pine. Yeah, pine's not really a hardwood, but Purple Heart's a hardwood, so it's considered an exotic wood.
Oh, it's cherry.
Cherries? No, like a domestic cherries. All right, the last piece. Last piece cut. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully that was enjoyable. We're gonna again try to do this every week. Feel free to put your questions in the comments or put a comment in the comments. Feel free to use my code that I put in the description. It just could help you out. Like I said, it helps me out. Bearwoods is giving me that opportunity to get a little discount on some blades and stuff like that. I just want to pass it along to you guys. So thank you, Bearwoods, for allowing me to do this tonight, and we will catch you guys next week. See ya.